My name is Lindsay Crawford, and today I'm going to be giving an informative speech on elementary education and how that sets up a platform to show that God values the people of the world and has compassion to them, even the poor or oppressed. I have an audience of 3 people today. I'm going to start off with reading Matthew 19:13 through 15, which says, "Then people brought little children to Jesus for him to place his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciples rebuked him. Jesus said, 'Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these.' When he had placed his hands on them, he went on from there." I'm going to give this speech today because I have credibility in working in a public school setting through job shadowing, volunteering, and completing practicum hours. Elementary education is a strong foundation to help promote God's compassion for the world, incorporating the poor and the oppressed. I'm going to spin on a number of ways in which these roles are displayed through differentiation in the classroom and the students, ministry used as a tool as a Christian teacher, as well as a Christian aspect reaching out to the unreachable in a loving way. Differentiation is used in lesson plans to consider the subject. You have to address the subject in different ways that will help all your students understand. This can be in such ways as playing a game, writing assignment, visual aids, etc. This is a visual aid of differentiation. Here's a calendar, and when you're doing the calendar of the week in your classroom, you can use coins and set these up on the days that you are on. So, for example, if it was the first of the month, then you put a penny on day 1, and the other coins, etc. Another way is through Money Bingo, which is a fun way where you can incorporate money lessons in a game that they will enjoy playing. You can call out an amount, and then they will place the group of coins on that amount until they win. Teachers need to focus on the needs of children, all children. Not all your children are going to be the same. You're going to have troublemakers, you're going to have organized students, you're going to have students that have difficulty in listening, etc. You're even going to have bulliers. Research shows that there's 43% of bullying daily and weekly in schools now. I'm going for a major in elementary education with a minor in psychology, and through this I'm going to use teaching as my ministry tool, even if I'm not in a private school. Christian teachers supervise differently than non-Christians. They focus on leadership and strict communication versus dissatisfied and uncertain communication. My Christian worldview with my minor in psychology is going to set up a positive attitude to show God's value through the world. I can do this in a private school through openness of my faith, or I can do it in a public school through my actions and attitude. The roles of teaching need to be displayed in a loving Christian manner. My attitude is going to affect my students. If I have a positive attitude, they will have a positive attitude. If I have a negative attitude, they will follow that as well. Christian teachers are more effective in training. This is through planned analysis, solutions to problems, and organization. They tend to do these better than non-Christian teachers. Lastly is the Christian aspect of reaching out to the poor and oppressed. Teaching is a job worth impact. You have a very large impact of the students at a young age and set the foundation for them in their education. I, as a teacher, need to have high standards and display compassion to show them that it is okay to reach out to those and show compassion to others. All teachers have that one student every year where it's harder to reach out to them, it's hard for the student to open up to them, they may not listen well, they may not understand very easily, and the teacher needs to know how to love and treat all of the students equally through the compassion of what God values. I'm going to prepare them for the basics, such as reading and writing. When you are in elementary school and you learned how to read or write, that set up a foundation for you for the rest of your life. Just think where you would be today if you didn't know how to read or you didn't know how to write. Would you have the same relationships that you do now? Would you have the job that you have now? You wouldn't have the capabilities that you have now. So that in a sense, is very important to teach them reading and writing at that young age. I'm also going to prepare them for the real world situations. Not everything in the world is fair, and they need to know that at a young age to prepare for their life ahead. In closing, I would just like to reiterate the 3 points of differentiation in the classroom and in the students themselves, in teaching and how that is a ministry tool, as well as a Christian aspect to reaching to the unreachable. God values the passion of others, including the poor and oppressed. He doesn't just shy them away. He loves and has compassion for all of us, all of his children in the world. So thank you for listening to me. Just remember, teaching is not an easy occupation, and you have to be called into doing that. Only the best of the best can do teaching. So if you feel like you're being called, or you feel like you need to help out, then please take action. Just remember, where would you be in life today if you didn't have the teachers that you did when you were in elementary school? Thank you.